Hello everybody, my name is Jagdish. In this session, we will study about the solid state physics. That is for 6th semester students. We know that the matter consists of 4 states, that is solid state, liquid state, gaseous state and plasma state. The solid state physics, it helps to understand the properties of matter which are in the solid state. In this session, we would discuss how the atoms are arranged in different ways of the solids and what are the classifications of the solids, how the solids are classified. We would study about the properties of the solids. So among the physical properties, thermal properties, magnetic properties, electrical properties and the dielectric properties, and also the applications of the solid state physics, in constructing some of the devices. We would study in this topic. Now in today's session, we would study only about what is the structure of the crystal or the crystal structure, and what is the lattice, what is basis. We need to study about this basics of solids. We know the structure of the atom. The atom is spherical in shape. It consists of nucleus inside it. The electron is revolving around the nucleus in a circular orbit in elliptical orbit. The nucleus consists of the protons and the neutron. The proton is a positively charged and neutron is neutral. And the electron is negatively charged particle and it is revolving around the nucleus in a circular orbit. After that, here in solid state physics, we need to concentrate on the outermost shell or the number of electrons in the outermost shell, how the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in that orbit. That one is needed for the study of the structure of the solids or structure of the crystal. What is solid state physics? Here the solid state physics is a branch of condensed matter physics that deals with the physical properties of the solids. Especially, we are dealing with the electrical properties, magnetic property and thermal properties and the structural properties of the crystalline solids. The solids are classified into 2 types, that is based on the structure. It is amorphous solid and second one is crystalline solid. This amorphous solid is also called as non-crystalline solids. Here there is irregularity in the arrangement of the atoms. Amorphous solids do not have the regular symmetry. There is no any regularity or in the arrangement of the atoms. The amorphous solids are strongly bounded. For example, we can take the plastic, glass, fibers. In all these solids, the arrangement of the atoms is not regular, but it is strongly bounded. Such solids are called the amorphous solid. But it is difficult to study the properties of the amorphous solids. We are not dealing with this amorphous solids here. Then we have to concentrate only on the crystalline solids. What is crystalline solid means? Here there is a definite regularity in the arrangement of the atoms or the molecules or the ions. Here whenever there is a regularity or regular pattern in the arrangement of the atom, it is easier to explain the various properties of the crystalline solids compared to the amorphous solid. For example, we are taking the sodium chloride, potassium chloride, etc. In crystalline solids, all the atoms are arranged regularly. That one we have to study in this session. What is crystal lattice? How the crystals in that crystal, how the atoms are arranged. That one we have to study. And also the crystals can be classified on the basis of interactions or the bonds between the molecules. or the atoms. Here the ionic bond, covalent bond, metallic bond, molecular bond and hydrogen bond. So with this 5 types of crystals or 5 types of bond, the crystals are classified as ionic crystals, covalent crystals, metallic crystals, molecular crystals and hydrogen bonded crystals. We are not going into detail about these crystals, so because you might have studied in the chemistry about this crystal bonding, but only the brief explanation of these crystals will be given in this session. The ionic crystal means the electrons that are transferred from one atom to another. So the crystal is made up of the positive and negative ions. Here, if you are considering the two atoms, the sodium and chlorine, the sodium is positively charged and chlorine is negatively charged. The electrons, so outermost electrons or the valence electrons in these atoms, so transferred one another and combined together to form the ionic crystals. And what is a covalent crystal? So in the covalent crystal, there are the two same type or homopolar molecules, so which are having the same types of the molecule, that is hydrogen and hydrogen atoms. Two atoms share the valence electrons so with each other and forms the covalent bond between them. So such crystals are called the covalent crystals. So for example, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygens are the examples for the covalent crystals. And the metallic crystals, here the metallic crystals are nothing but it's found in some of the metals. In the Coulomb interaction between the positive ions and the negative ion, it produces the metallic bond. Molecular crystal, the bond between the neighboring atoms or the molecules in these crystals is due to weak van der Waals force between the dipole moments associated with them. Here we are considering the dipolar molecules, so which attracts each other with a interaction force that is called as a weak van der Waals force. Because of that, the two molecules combines together and forms a molecular bond between them, so that creates the molecular crystals. So example is solidified argon, different types of crystals like helium, neon, so inert gases. Hydrogen bonded crystal, so it occurs between the molecule in which the one end is a hydrogen atom and other end is relatively large atoms like nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine, etc. That is hydrogen chloride, hydrochloric acid or etc. Here the crystallography is an experimental science for determining the arrangement of the atoms in the crystalline solids. In crystallography, so we can study the properties of the solids by using some X-rays, electron beam, neutron beam, etc. This topic, so we would study about the X-ray diffraction pattern and how by using the X-rays how we can analyze the structure of the atom. So that one we would see. Now, what is crystal lattice? Here, a crystal is a solid material that contains atoms or the group of atoms are arranged in highly ordered structure. The structural arrangement is three-dimensional. The three-dimensional arrangement of the particles in space is called the crystal lattice. Each point is called the lattice point. To know about the crystal structure, so we need to know about the lattice and the basis. What is lattice? So the idea of the lattice is an imaginary concept, so it is not real. But so it is to explain the crystal structure, the lattice is important. What is lattice here? So we are observing the points. So these points are nothing but, so these are the the position of the atom. These are the positions of the atoms arranged in a regular array. So it means that all the points are at equal distances. So there are number of atoms or number of molecules are present inside the crystal. But so in the lattice concept, so we are not considering any atom or molecules or ions, but it is just a position of that atom. So that is, so it is placed as a dot. Here this point is called the lattice point. The three-dimensional arrangement of the particles in space is called the space lattice or the crystal lattice. Here each point in this lattice is called the lattice point. This is not, here there is no any atoms or molecules or ions in this lattice. So we have shown the two-dimensional crystal lattice structure. Here we have the atom 1, atom 2, atom 3 and atom 4 along the horizontal direction, or if you say along the x direction. The distance between the atom 1 and 2 is taken as A. The distance between the two particles along the horizontal directions will be the same, that is A only. So the same distance should not be in any other direction. If you consider along the vertical direction, so that is from first particle to second particle, the distance between the two particles along the vertical direction is B. So and along the diagonal direction it is C. So here A is not equal to B or B is not equal to C, but so along the horizontal direction or along the vertical direction or along the diagonal, the distance between the two atoms will be the same. So we have shown only the two-dimensional here. So if we consider the three-dimensional pattern of the crystal lattice, so in such cases, so we can say this as space lattice. So space lattice is concerned to three-dimensional. The basis is the set of atoms associated with each lattice point. It means that the lattice is just a position of the atom. So there is no atoms here. So but if you consider the atoms, if you consider the atom in that position, the lattice associated with an atom is called the basis. Here the lattice means it is just a position or just a point, so where the atom has to be fixed. The basis is nothing but that is the atom. So it is the atom which is associated with the lattice point. So here in this case, so we can consider the lattice point may be associated with one atom. Suppose if we take, we are observing in that diagram, so that is the purple color is atom, the black color is the position. So the atom, suppose if it is a sodium, Na, all these are sodium atoms only. So in all the positions they occupy the sodium atom only. So then it forms a crystal structure. The crystal structure is nothing but it is the sum of the lattice and the basis. So lattice is just a point, imaginary point, and basis is the atoms or the molecules or the ions, so which is associated with the lattice point. So combining these two, so we get the crystal structure. So there is no any condition for the basis. It should not be the 1 or 2 or 3. So there may be number of atoms in that lattice point. So but the lattice point is only 1, but the basis, it means that atoms may be more than 1. Here in this example we are considering the 2 atoms. So in first case we are considered only 1 atom, but here we have considered the 2 atoms. So for example NaCl, the sodium chloride or potassium chloride or cesium chloride. So here there are the two atoms, the sodium and chlorine. Here the sodium and chlorine, so there are two atoms, but these two atoms occupy the only one point or only one position, so in the lattice point. So then it forms a crystal structure like this. Here the crystal structure is real, but the lattice point is imaginary, the basis is real. But to form the crystal structure, the lattice and the basis both are very important. In the next session, so we would study about how the crystal structures are formed, what is the unit cell, and how to calculate the number of atoms present in that crystal lattice, and what are the types of that crystal lattice in a cubic system or a crystal system. Thank you all.